brainstorming and sharing ideas is the funnest part of the creative process, we decided to skip the boring part of actually making stuff and just do the fun part. I'm your host, Tom Walma.
My name is Alphonse Muller.
I'm Christopher Allen Brown.
And I'm Jake Mattis.
And this is Creativity Wasted. So my idea, I was watching, any of you guys watch the Trainwreck series on Netflix? Well, they did one on the poop cruise that went sort of viral.
I didn't watch that one.
But they did, it's a series of fucked up like events. They do them on like concerts, like the Travis Scott one, and then the guy
Area 51
thing on the island.
Firefest.
Billy, what's his name? I forget what that's called.
Yeah, that was Firefest.
Firefest. And then they did one on Storm Area 51. Do you guys remember
That's the one I watched for sure, yeah.
So I watched that, Storm Area 51.
That one was pretty wild.
Yeah, and then I watched a YouTube video. There's a girl named Swell Entertainment on YouTube, a Gen Z girl who goes to all these events and like reviews like the show, like was the show good, concessions and getting in and out, like was it run well, like all that shit. But she went to Storm Area 51 and she was talking about her experience looking back at it because they did the Netflix thing, the Trainwreck, and she said something that really captured my imagination. She said that Area 51 is built on a dried lake bed. And that caught my attention because I love like schlocky sci-fi movies like Sharknado and like Snakes on a Plane, like dumb sci-fi channel movies. And I think you might see where I'm going.
Zombie beavers.
What?
Zombie beavers.
Yeah, zombie beavers, all those stupid things. So just the title of this just got me super excited. Flash flood at Area 51. How cool would that be as a movie, like a schlocky sci-fi movie? So it's like actually
the flood rehydrates the aliens.
Yeah, so they've got all their military planes, all their military shit there. They've got like aliens. Maybe they've got like a big, like 20-story underground lair, like facility, like where the alien is held, and so the flash flood comes, and so it's like filling with water, power's going out, security's going out. And so the aliens trying to like escape before it gets flooded out. And maybe there's like the spacecraft is like floating. I don't remember what movie it was, but it's like just always floating off of the ground and they're trying to research it. So it's not affected by the flood, maybe, the actual UFO. And so like all the military people are scrambling, like they don't want to drown, and then they got to try to launch all the aircraft, like the experimental aircraft, like before they get like ruined by the flood. So it's like just total chaos, people running around, UFO people at the wall, like trying to see what's going on. And I just think it'd be a great movie, sci-fi comedy schlock movie.
I would love if it starts, or it wouldn't be made like these 80s, 90s nerd movies where this outcast group of nerds is solving then the problem, but then there are also these hot women, and based on flashing of Area 51, that there's a group of women who just want to flash all the time to bring some sexiness into that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, all of our military camo is weighing us down. Take it off, ladies.
We cannot flash Area 51. It would be a flash flood.
Literal flash flood, yeah.
So the dried up lake bed, that was created by the creation of the dam. So what would be funny is if when it floods out, like you just see these aliens, instead of their craft floating, because we've like tried to reverse engineer it, it's floating and they're just sitting on top of it, just paddling.
Oh,
like
like an alien.
we took all their thrusters and shit. They're just paddling and watching everybody else just drown and swim. And we're like, ha, ha.
How about that?
Who would be the POV? Who would be the POV on this movie? Would it be the aliens or would it be like the humans?
So I had a loose idea on a plot, so I thought, well, maybe there's an alien who's trying to get out, and there's maybe a guy helping him. And I thought, well, okay, before that, I wasn't sure if we'd ever even show the alien. I thought maybe you could imply the alien. And so before that, they're launching all these like spy planes so they don't get flooded out. And I thought, well, maybe one of the POVs would be of a guy who he has to take the spy plane out, fly it somewhere, and then they tell him to just drive it into the ocean so nobody can find it. Like, because they don't want to land in like JFK airport and like have people see it. So they want the secret hidden. So they tell him to just kamikaze it into the ocean. So he's dealing with, does he want to do that or not? And then maybe China or Russia is like watching all these spy planes come up, and they're like, Americans don't have as good a tech as we thought. Let's fucking bomb them. Let's go to war. And so they're like prepping for war. And when the alien takes off, they're like, what the fuck is that? We better not go to war. And so then the alien just escaping, like, averts the war, like scares China from going to war with it.
I like when you were sending out the spy planes, you maybe do it like a Roger Smith where he's like pops up out of the back seat when he's with Stan and he's like the alien trying to escape's now with this pilot and he's like, this guy was never going to help me. Now I'm in this plane. Like a buddy cop movie, like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, I thought, well, maybe even the alien helps the guy who was told to kamikaze his plane. Like he helps because the humans are helping him escape from the building that's flooding. Maybe he'll help some of the military people who were ordered to kamikaze. So the planes get like sucked up, beamed up into the UFO or something.
You know why the aliens arrived on Earth? Because Earth is the blue planet and they needed the water. And that's the reason why Area 51 is in the desert.
I thought it was a flat level surface they could land on.
So they're Asian drivers? Okay.
Yeah, I guess maybe they crashed. Well, the crash was Roswell, right? Not Area 50.
So that's why the military keeps them in the desert and keep all the water away. And no one is around there, not even allowed to drink something or so, because as soon as they get a liquid, they can't create their power or so. And then we're mixing actually in Shape of Water too. The mute cleaning lady who falls in love with this alien, but instead of a romantic anti-fascist parable, we are doing an action movie where maybe we're doing even Brokeback Mountain 2. It's not a cleaning lady, it's a cleaning dude. And this alien has very ashy, very dry 15 hanging around, and he says, I need that. Yeah, there are possibilities in there.
Yeah, so circling back to the flood and rehydrating, yeah, because obviously aliens come from the ocean, right? So we don't want them back in water.
Like the opposite of that. M. Night Shyamalan, where they were allergic to water.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one.
The Signs.
Mark Wahlberg has to be in there too. I am pretty sure. Somewhere.
He's the pilot.
He's the
kamikaze. And the guy who's helping the alien escape is like not macho at all. He's like a wimp, like a Michael Cera type, or
Michael Cera.
Like a clumsy, wimpy dude who's like
exactly a wimpy
nerdy.
Kid. Did something stupid, got depromoted to be there, the guard. Yeah.
There was a show, I think it was on Netflix, maybe. Or maybe it was HBO. I can't remember, but John Malkovich played like the science officer. I think and Steve Carell was that was on Netflix. That show was pretty funny. I could see John Malkovich. playing
Control.
Space Control. That was a pretty good show.
That was
See
awesome.
John Malkovich as the scientist that's supposed to help, but he's like just being totally John Malkovich about it.
Yeah, that was a good one.
But I mean, I didn't have the full plot laid out, but just the title alone, I'm like, ooh, like if I saw that title on a commercial, I'm watching that movie. So you said that the reason the lake bed is dry is because of the dam,
I believe so. I think that's why.
like the Colorado River. You mean like the what do you
Yeah,
call
because
it?
isn't that all connected with like the Hoover Dam and stuff up there too? Like that's all.
Yeah, I didn't know. She just
I'm not
mentioned
the
it as a
smartest
dried lake
character. I
bed.
just have bits and pieces of information I try to put together.
Yeah, maybe it could be flooding, not a flash flood, but like a collapsed dam that instigates it. Well, I guess you'd still call that a flash flood, maybe, if it was a dam collapse. The flash flood causes the dam collapse, maybe. You could have that in there. But yeah, it does seem kind of stupid, doesn't it? Like, we're going to put all of our biggest military secrets on a dried lake bed. Like, remember a couple years ago, California got a lot of rain, and there was like a dried up lake in the central California valleys somewhere that had like reformed from all of the rain. Do you guys remember this?
I don't. It's
But
California.
it was like 2-3 years ago. It wasn't that long ago, because they were worried about droughts because of the two, Lake Powell, Lake Mead, were getting really, really low. And then they got like a couple weeks of rain into California, and it like they got like 2 years worth of like height increase in those reservoirs, and it reformed this inland lake for like 6 months, where a bunch of like almond
Renewable
farms
resources.
were.
Here we go.
But yeah, why couldn't that also happen at Area 51 if the weather, just some weird weather pattern, 7 days of rain in a row hits Area 51, all of a sudden this dried up riverbed or lake
That'll
bed.
never happen. That'll never happen. They control the weather around there.
Yeah, maybe they would have
on
to,
top of your.
that could be part of it. They're trying to remedy it by shooting up the
Oh, there you go.
Island,
Yeah,
whatever it is,
that.
to make it rain before it gets there, but they just aren't strong enough.
Plus, they're not worried about water on the surface. They're 2 miles down.
And as much as I love Americans and being here, you have your biggest city on a very tectonic active area. Your Yellowstone Park is already a few thousand years over from exploding the mega volcano or super volcano that's in there. Just putting Area 51 on a dry riverbed doesn't seem like the most stupid idea for location. So, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if you track America's history, we're not the smartest of people.
But I thought you put them all in Florida, you know. the one appendix that you can disconnect. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of ones that just move it out.
Well, they're in Florida and California, so one's gonna fall off and the other one we can just chop.
Exactly. Hey, Cuba, you want something?
We'll trade.
Yeah, I always wondered if the mega volcano at Yellowstone went off, if we're far enough in Michigan, far enough away to not die.
The science magazines for teenage boys that I read, they explained it very much that it would be, I think, a few hundreds of the Hiroshima bomb that would go up. So if the full super volcano would explode, we would probably have an event that eradicated the dinosaurs. So fingers crossed.
End times, cataclysmic. Here we go.
I'm 47. I just need 30 good years. So
they say history repeats itself. So
yeah,
we're overdue.
Any more thoughts on my movie, Flash Flooded Area 51 movie idea?
I still think the main actor. So yeah, you mentioned Michael Cena.
Sarah.
Sarah, sorry.
Not John Cena, not the big guy, but the wimpy guy.
I'm mixing everything. But maybe John Cena could be then the buddy, make it a buddy comedy. One of them is launching actually the rockets that are creating the rain, which floods the riverbed. And then the other one is saving the alien and humanity.
Have you guys seen the movie Rocket Man? You remember that movie back in the 90s? Disney
Harlan
did
Williams?
it with Harlan Williams. Yeah. That's the vibes I'm getting from this movie. I'm like, this is what we should do.
I don't think it would be that slapstick. I think it would be a little more Sharknado-y, like serious.
A little more grounded, a little more serious tone.
Sharknado, they play it straight.
Can you get a crocodile in there? Crocodiles are always cool. Alien crocodile.
Maybe they're moving a zoo, like on a train. Like they're moving all the animals to the zoo, and the train gets flooded. So now there's like all these zoo
There's
animals.
Crocodiles loose.
Or they were doing military. They were trying to weaponize the crocodiles with laser eyes and Austin Powers or something.
Who's running Area 51? Dr. Evil? I want freaking lasers in their eyes.
Ooh, that's going to be the Oppenheimer connection. I love it if there's some German influence in there. Wonderful.
Man.
Okay. Any shows you want to plug? Any podcasts? Shows you're doing? Shows you run? Contests you're in? Anything?
On the 24th, I'm gonna have a showcase at the Bob. I'm finally at the Bob, Dr. Grins. And on the 18th of October, I'm gonna be in San Francisco on the Barrison Festival.
Coming up on the 19th of September here, I'll be over in Grand Rapids at Wonderland Distillery with Jeff Teed and David Dyer. We've got brand new episodes of the Very Good podcast drop on Mondays and Thursdays, and check out Fourth and Funny every Sunday before NFL kickoff. We'll have guests do game picks for the week, recap the weekend that was football the week before, and we just joke around, give our perspective on the games. It's fun. I'm actually double booked on the 26th of September as well. I'll be at Farva's in Adrian, Michigan with Tommy Cook at his room. And then I'll be down at the basement show at the Spaghetti Warehouse in Toledo later that night.
All right. Yeah, I run the Prison City Comedy Hour at the Bone Island Grill in Jackson, Michigan, Wednesday nights at 9.
I'm doing the Sunday Night Funnies contest this Sunday, the 21st. That's the second round. I have the Twitch stream thing called Gaming McFitness, where I build video game controllers into fitness machines. And then I try to stream from those. And people make fun of me for not losing weight.
This has been a production of Planet Amp Podcast, powered by Pinecast.